So second part is curvilinear motion. Curvilinear motion is the motion in which body moves on a curved path. So that motion is the curvilinear motion. Example: a car is moving on a curved path is the example of curvilinear motion. Okay, any doubt here? Any doubt? Yes or no? Okay. Next, try. So translatory motion has the two parts. First, rectilinear motion, and second is the curvilinear motion. So that's it. Now, coming to the second part. Second, circular motion. Circular motion is a special case of curvilinear motion actually. Okay, body is also moving in the curved path. So whether if body is moving on a circular track, then it is a curved path, no? So circular motion is a special type of curvilinear motion. So you can write it as circular motion. If body moves on a circular path, if body no, this is not a part of the translatory motion. This is not a part of the translatory motion. Translatory motion has the two parts: first rectilinear motion and second the curvilinear motion. Okay, so now this is the second. First was the translatory motion, and sub part was the rectilinear motion and curvilinear motion. Now I am just going to the second, which is circular motion. These are the definitions, so you have to just remember this, or you have to just understand this. What is the meaning of curvilinear motion? What is the meaning of circular motion? What is the meaning of translatory motion? Okay. If body moves on circular path, circular path, then the motion is circular motion. A stone is a stone is revolving. This is a circular motion. The stone is moving. Okay. A stone is moving. The stone can move in this way also. Car is moving on a circular path. Car is moving on a circular path. All are examples of the circular motion. Okay, all are examples of the circular motion. Understood? Any doubt here? किसी को समझ में नहीं है? What is circular motion? These are the very easy things. So you have to just understand this. What is the meaning of circular motion? What is the meaning of curvilinear motion? Circular motion is a special type of curvilinear motion. You can see a stone is moving on a curved path. Circular path is a curved path, so it is also a part of the curvilinear motion. So circular motion is actually a special case of curvilinear motion. Yes, Chirag. Yes.
Sir, you told circular motion is a special case of curvilinear motion and curvilinear motion is a case of translatory motion. So circular motion is translatory motion.
No, every curvilinear motion is not a translatory motion. Okay. Every curve. That's why I told you, na, circular motion is a special case. This is a special case of curvilinear motion. Or all curvilinear motion is not a translatory motion. Okay. So you must remember, if a body is moving on a curved path, its orientation must be fixed. Okay, then it will be a translatory motion. Otherwise, it won't be a translatory motion. So circular motion is a special case of curvilinear motion. Okay, a special case. I can just show you. This is circular motion. Circular motion. Suppose suppose you fixed a block. This is a block. Suppose this is a bucket and you tied it with the string and you rotated the bucket. You rotated the bucket. So bucket is here now. Okay, this face was A and this face was B. So this face is A and this face is B. Okay, okay. You can see here. You can see B point, B point moves from this point to this part, and A moves from this point to this point. क्या distance same है दोनों का? Is the distance same? No. So this is not a translatory motion. I told you, no? Translatory motion is the motion in which all points of a body must move same distance. So here, point A moves less distance than the B. That's why it is not a translatory motion. Okay, this is a circular motion. That's why we define it is. That's why we define in a special case, which is a circular motion actually. Okay, circular motion may be translatory, may not be translatory. It depends. Okay, okay. Just draw it. Yes, you have to draw this diagram. Not a translatory motion. Not a translatory motion. Its point is moving. Its point is moving in a circular path. Its point is moving in a circular path. Its point is moving on a circular path. That's why this is a circular motion. Okay, then everyone. No, needle of clock is not a translating motion. It's a circular motion. Needle of a clock is performing a circular motion. It can be a rotatory motion also. If you are just defining a point on a clock, on a tip of the clock, so that point is moving on a circular path. But if you are just defining a needle, so needle has much more points. So they are just rotating about a fixed axis. So I'm just discussing the rotatory motion actually, then you will understand. So rotatory motion, write down the rotatory motion. Rotatory motion. Okay, write down rotatory motion. If body moves about a fixed axis, moves about a fixed axis. If body moves about a fixed axis without changing its radius is called rotatory motion. Rotatory motion. No, rotatory motion and circular motion is somewhat different. Both are the same thing actually, but somewhat different in some context. So just wait. Suppose this is the rod. This is the rod. Okay, rod. Okay, this is the rod. So rod is moving. So rod is rotating. You cannot tell the rod is performing a circular motion. No, point on the rod is performing the circular motion, but rod itself performing a rotatory motion. Why? So this is the axis. This is the axis about which rod is performing rotatory motion. You have seen a door. This is the door. Okay. So road door moves along this axis. घर पे दरवाजा खोलते हो ना डोर को, जैसे ही डोर को ओपन करो या बंद करो तो क्या होता है? It moves about a fixed axis. That is a hinge. Hinge is fixed here. Hinge is fixed here. One hinge is fixed here. One hinge is fixed here. One hinge fixed here. One hinge fixed here. So if you just move the rod, sorry, door. So door will move like this. It will move, and then if you just open the door, it will move like this. So door is actually rotating about this axis. This axis. Okay. Rod is rotating about this axis. Top. I think you have seen a top. Okay, let it be top. Okay, top is rotating. So actually top is rotating about this axis. Top is rotating. Okay, rod is rotating, top is rotating. You can see it moves about a fixed point. So of course, points on the top, all points on the top is performing a circular motion, but top itself is rotating about a fixed axis. Of course, point on the top is moving in a circular orbit, but top itself is rotating about a fixed axis. तो अगर किसी पॉइंट को लेंगे तो पॉइंट इज मूविंग इन अ सर्कुलर पाथ. ओके, क्या होगा, पॉइंट कैसे मूव करेगा, ये पॉइंट ऐसे मूव करेगा, ऐसे मूव करेगा, ऐसे. ओके, ये पॉइंट कैसे मूव करेगा, ऐसे मूव करेगा, ऐसे मूव करता रहेगा, ऐसे मूव करता रहेगा. ओके, so point is performing a circular motion, but a top is combination of all point makes the rotatory motion. Okay, I don't want to point the center of mass thing, that's why I'm just briefing you with the. Yes, blade of a fan is performing a rotatory motion. Okay, but point on the blade is performing a circular motion. Okay, just take a point on the blade. So blade is actually blade is moving in a circular orbit, but the the blade of the fan is performing a rotatory motion. Earth, Earth is rotating. Earth is rotating about its axis. You cannot say Earth is moving in a circular orbit. No, Earth is rotating about its own orbit, and Earth is moving in a circular path or elliptical path about the sun, about the sun. Okay, Earth is rotating about its own axis and performing circular motion about the sun. Understood? Because sun के लिए क्या होगा, अर्थ एक पॉइंट जैसा होगा सन के लिए, नहीं ना. So Earth is moving in a circular orbit around the sun, and Earth itself rotates about its own axis. Okay. Okay now. Understood everyone? Both are related. Circular and rotatory motion are related. Chirag, are you sleeping? I think you are sleeping. Okay. So let's move to the next point. Next point is what? Oscillatory motion. These are the definition thing actually. Oscillatory motion or oscillation. All are same thing actually. Oscillatory motion, or you can say oscillation. Okay. You can say oscillatory motion. Oscillatory, you can say oscillatory motion, periodic motion, all are same thing. Okay. Okay, na? Oscillatory motion and periodic motion are same thing actually, but we define in two context. Oscillatory motion क्या बोलेंगे? Body moves to and fro. Body moves to and fro, to and fro about its mean position, about its mean position. ये mean position के कारण जो है ना oscillatory motion and periodic motion में difference आता है, ठीक है ना? About its mean position. Body moves to and fro about its mean position. Mean position means suppose this is a point, okay, and body moves from A to B. A से B गया, ये mean position. Mean position जहाँ पे बॉडी रेस्ट कर रहा होगा, ठीक है. उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि यहाँ से यहाँ गया, फिर यहाँ से यहाँ आया, फिर यहाँ से यहाँ पहुंचा, फिर उसके बाद पीछे गया ए के पास, फिर ए से यहाँ लौटा, फिर उसके बाद बी के पास गया, फिर ऐसे ऐसे करते जा रहे हैं. तो दैट इज अ ऑसिलेटरी मोशन, टू एंड फ्रो अबाउट इट्स मीन पोजीशन. जैसे पेंडुलम, सपोज दिस इज अ पेंडुलम, पेंडुलम क्लॉक, दिस इज इट्स मीन पोजीशन, दिस इज अ मीन पोजीशन ऑफ पेंडुलम, मीन पोजीशन, मीन पोजीशन ऑफ पेंडुलम. अब क्या होगा, पेंडुलम ऐसे मूव करेगा नहीं, सो पेंडुलम विल मूव टू एंड फ्रो. सो इधर गया, फिर यहाँ से लौटा यहाँ आया, फिर इधर जाएगा, फिर यहाँ से ऐसे आएगा. सो पेंडुलम इज मूविंग टू एंड फ्रो, यहाँ पे फिर. अंडरस्टूड? सो दिस इज अबाउट अ मीन पोजीशन. Bob was resting here and now you disturb the Bob, so Bob moved from mean position to its maximum position and then return to its mean position, then moves back and then it moves forward. So this is an oscillatory motion actually. Okay, about a mean position. Okay, now any doubt here? Any doubt you can just ask. Any doubt? Expecting answer from everyone. Okay, good. So as oscillatory motion में क्या होता है ना कि oscillatory motion always moves about a mean position. Okay, okay ना. चलो, now come to the vibratory motion. These are all definition. You must know which motion is oscillatory, which motion is vibratory, which motion is translatory motion, which motion is circular motion, which motion is rotatory motion. You must know that. Next, next is vibratory motion. If oscillation is, if any body perform oscillation very fast, then we call it as vibratory motion. Okay, If body performing, yes, a string of guitar is vibratory motion because it's oscillate very fast. If a body moves to and fro very fast, then it is a vibratory motion. Okay, then it is a vibratory motion. Tuning fork, yes, tuning fork is also a vibratory motion. Okay, vibratory motion is a type of oscillatory motion in which particle moves very fast. Okay, or you can also define it as suppose कि एक plate है, ठीक है? You just fix this plate. You just fixed this part. You just fixed this part. Fixed. It can't move. And then you just touch this part. It will move up and down. It will move up and down with very high speed. Okay. It will move to and fro very fast. That is a vibratory motion actually. That is a vibratory motion actually. मतलब कि कोई भी बॉडी का एक पार्ट फिक्स कर दो, ठीक है, उसके बाद उसको जस्ट टच करो तो क्या होगा, बहुत तेज ऑसिलेट करता है. दैट इज अ वाइब्रेटरी मोशन एक्चुअली. ठीक है ना. देखो oscillatory motion, an oscillatory motion, an oscillatory motion, an oscillatory motion in which in which in which one part of body remains fixed and other part of the body and other part of the body performing to and fro motion, performing to and fro motion. You must have seen बाइक. जैसे ही बाइक का एक्सेलरेटर लोगे, सो बाइक बाइक क्या होता है, वाइब्रेट करना स्टार्ट होता है. वाई? क्योंकि कुछ पार्ट बाइक का जस्ट फिक्स्ड होता है और कुछ पार्ट जो है वो ऑसिलेट करना स्टार्ट होता है. दैट इज ऑसिलेटरी मोशन. ऑटो रिक्शा, जैसे ही वो स्टार्ट करता है ऑटो रिक्शा को, तो होता क्या है कि ऑटो रिक्शा तो फिक्स है, कुछ पार्ट उसका फिक्स है, और जहाँ पे उसका इंजन होता है वहां पे वो वाइब्रेट करना स्टार्ट होता है. मतलब वन पार्ट जो है फिक्स है, दूसरा पार्ट जो है वो टू एंड फ्रो मोशन करना स्टार्ट होता है. तो दैट इज अ वाइब्रेटरी मोशन. और यू कैन सिंपली से ऑसिलेशन इन विच बॉडी मूव्स वेरी फास्ट, बॉडी परफॉर्म्स टू एंड फ्रो मोशन वेरी फास्ट, उसको वाइब्रेटरी मोशन बोलते हैं. ऑसिलेशन मोशन, ऑसिलेटरी मोशन जैसे पेंडुलम हो गया, दिस इज ऑसिलेटरी मोशन वेयर बॉडी मूव्स वेरी स्लोली. If body moves very fast, then we call it as vibratory motion. Understood? जैसे गिटार है, गिटार के वायर को तुम जैसे पुल करोगे so it will vibrate very fast. देखो यहाँ पे ये पॉइंट फिक्स है, ये पॉइंट फिक्स है, and now it is moving very fast. So the wire of a guitar moves very fast. That's why it is a vibratory motion. If it moves slowly, then it will be oscillatory motion. Okay, understood? Vibratory motion is a part of a oscillation, oscillatory motion. But in vibratory motion, the particle which is just moving to and fro will move very fast. Any doubt here? Do you have any doubt? Just ask. So what is the difference? What is the difference between vibratory motion? What is the difference between the oscillatory motion and vibratory motion? Yes, Navang. Yes.
So
Not a
auxiliary motion is
oscillatory.
the
Not a
motion in which the body flow.
oscillatory
Auxiliary
motion.
motion is
Mhm.
the auxiliary motion is the motion in which
Mhm.
the body moves to and fro in its mean position in a slow speed.
About its mean
Vibration
position.
motion is vibration motion.
Hmm.
Yes, vibration motion is an
Vibratory
oscillatory
motion.
motion on which the one part of the body vibratory
Basic.
motion
What is the
is
basic
an
difference between
auxiliary motion
both
in which
are vibratory motion and oscillatory motion? Both are oscillatory motion. But what is the basic differences? The particle which is
oscillatory
moving to and fro will move very fast in vibratory motion. In oscillatory motion, particle
oh,
is moving very slowly, but in vibratory motion, particle moves very fast. Okay, understood?
thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Now come to the next point. Next point. So we completed the vibratory motion. What is the difference between what is the vibratory motion? Let now periodic motion. Periodic motion. Periodic motion. The motion which repeats itself after a regular interval of time. A regular interval of time. Okay, after a regular interval of time. It is a periodic motion. जैसे एक मैन है, वो यहाँ गया, यहाँ पे 4 o'clock हो रहा था, 5 o'clock पे यहाँ पहुंचा, फिर 5 o'clock से यहाँ आया तो 6 o'clock हुआ, फिर 6 o'clock से गया तो 7 o'clock यहाँ पहुंचा, 7 o'clock से आया तो 8 o'clock यहाँ हुआ. सो मैन इज एक्चुअली यहाँ पे क्या है, 1 hour लगा यहाँ, फिर यहाँ से मूवमेंट पे 1 hour, फिर 1 hour, फिर 1 hour. तो आफ्टर 2 hour मैन इज रिपीटिंग इट्स मोशन. हाउ? सो अभी यहाँ से गया था, यहाँ देखो, यहाँ से मूव किया कहाँ, यहाँ. सो 4 to 5 takes one hour actually, and then returns in 1 hour. So it takes 2 hour actually. Now it is moving from this point to this point after 2 hour. 4 hour पे 4 बजे गया था वो, अब 6 बजे जा रहा है, तो it is just repeating its motion after 2 hour. Okay, so this is a periodic motion actually. Okay, the motion which repeat its motion after regular interval of time, then this is a periodic motion. ओके, तुम स्कूल जाते हो सुबह, ठीक है, सपोज 2 o'clock आ जाओगे घर पे एक साथ, फिर अगले दिन सुबह जाना है स्कूल, फिर 2 o'clock आ जाओगे, दैट इज अ पीरियोडिक मोशन एक्चुअली। अंडरस्टूड? आफ्टर रेगुलर इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम पे रिपीट हो रहा है, दैट मोशन इज रिपीटिंग आफ्टर द regular interval, so that motion is the periodic motion actually. Any doubt here? These are the definition actually. These are the just examples. These are the just definitions. Let me conclude the definition first quickly. So write down. Next, non-periodic motion. Non-periodic motion. Non-periodic motion. Non-periodic motion. Non-periodic motion. Non-periodic motion. नेम से ही क्लियर है ना, नॉन पीरियोडिक मोशन। बताओ क्या होगा? एनीवन रेज योर हैंड, who will define it? Who will define this? Yeah, yes, Chirag.
Non-periodic motion is a motion which repeats in which the body covers fixed distances in irregular interval of time.
Then that will be non-uniform motion. I'm just asking the non-periodic motion.
The,
That
mo-
that is the non-uniform motion. I'm just asking what is the meaning of non-periodic motion.
the motion which repeats itself after irregular intervals of time.
Okay, ठीक. Again, Samiksha.
The motion which does not repeat itself with fixed intervals of time is a non-periodic motion.
Yes, the motion which does not repeat its motion after a regular interval of time, that is the non-periodic motion. Okay, now understood, everyone? That is simple thing. The motion which does not repeat itself after a regular interval of time is called the non-periodic motion. Okay, non-periodic motion. Motion of types of sea is non-periodic. पता नहीं कब आएगा क्या? मरीन ड्राइव पे जो टाइड्स आते हैं वो पता नहीं अपन को कब आएंगे, कुछ नहीं पता, कभी आता है कभी नहीं आता है, तो फिक्स्ड इंटरवल नहीं है ना, तो दैट इज अ नॉन पीरियोडिक मोशन. ओके, दैट इज नॉन पीरियोडिक मोशन. नेचुरल डिजास्टर, कोई कुछ नहीं पता कब आ जाए. ओके, सुनामी, oh yes, कोरोना वायरस नहीं पता कब आ जाए, नो फिक्स्ड इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम। तो जो मोशन साइक्लोन नॉन पीरियोडिक, okay, so these are the examples actually, so no need to write this because you know. Write down random motion, random motion, random motion. Random motion. Emotion which has no, which has not any proper path, and suddenly changes its direction, changes its direction is called the random motion. Yes, mosquitoes, motion of mosquitoes is random motion. पता नहीं कब किधर जाएगा. Okay ना? Yes. Okay. Motion of fly नहीं पता किधर जाना है. Motion of particles in a fluid, motion of particles in a fluid, motion of gaseous particle are the random motion actually. Okay, motion of gaseous particle, you can just write motion of gaseous particle. Example में motion of gaseous particle. Yes, gaseous particle present in the air, gases, that are example of the random motion. Motion of fly, fishes, motion of fishes in water, all are the examples of the random motion. Okay, these are the examples of the random motion. Understood? Any doubt here? Any doubt here? Any? Okay, just write rolling motion. Rolling motion. These are the just definitions. Okay, no concept at all. These are the definitions actually. You must be able to just differentiate which motion is oscillatory, which motion is circular. You must know this. Okay. So random motion हो गया. Now coming to the rolling motion. अब बताओ. What do you mean by the rolling motion? Anyone? Okay, Arjun Patel, you are just raising your hand. Okay, let me choose. Who will define the rolling motion? Priyanshu. Priyanshu, are you there? Raise your hand, Priyanshu. Okay, the motion. Okay, Priyanshu. Where is Priyanshu? I'm not watching. Where is Priyanshu? Priyanshu, just tell me what do you mean by rolling motion? I unmuted you. Just tell me.
Sir, the motion in which the object rolls is called the rolling motion, and it is
Okay.
also can be said as translatory.
Okay. Is it necessary that rolling motion is a translatory motion?
No.
So you want to say a rolling motion is a translatory motion? Rolling motion is a type of translatory.
Yes.
No. Rolling motion is not a translatory motion. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Rolling motion is not a
Translatory motion.
translatory motion. Rolling motion is a mixture of rotatory motion and translatory motion. Just write. Just write a point. Just write a point, everyone. Rolling motion. The rolling motion is the combination of, or you can also write it as a motion in which body undergoes both translatory and rotatory motion is called rolling motion. Okay, you can also define like this. So just define the body undergoes the body undergoes translatory, the body undergoes translatory. No, Chirag, no, it's a translatory as well as rotatory motion. So a body undergoes translatory and as well as we लिख सकते हो translatory as well as rotatory motion. Body undergoes translatory as well as rotatory motion. First point हो गया. No, I'm not writing something. Okay. Point मैंने बोला ना, points बना के लिखने के लिए rolling motion में. Rolling motion. Just I'm writing now. First point, body undergoes translatory motion and rotatory motion, as well as भी लिख सकते हो यहाँ पे and की जगह. Yes, Chirag.
Sir, you told in translatory motion a body never changes its orientation. But
That's why
while
I'm telling you na, कि this is a combination of both translatory,
rolling it, it is constantly changing its orientation.
because you can just draw a diagram. This point moves the same distance. Okay, this point moves the same distance, and it is also translating. So if this is a center of mass, actually COM, center of mass, और center है ना वो, तो center क्या है, वो move किया है. तो if body moves, if the center of a body moves, then it is called a translatory.
Sir, but the point you drew up, it will come down.
Of
So
course, and it is also rotating. It is also rotating. That's why it is a translatory plus rotatory. So it is a combination of both translatory and rotatory. So pure translation नहीं है. It's not a pure translatory motion. It's a combination of both. आप देखो जैसे मैं समझा रहा हूँ यहाँ पे, यहाँ देखो अगर कोई ये बॉडी है, if this is fixed and body is only rotating, wheel of a car, okay, so this wheel is rotating at its own point, own position. So this is rotatory. This is rotatory motion. Rotatory, pure rotatory motion. Pure rotatory motion. Okay. If wheel not rotatory, but it moves from one point to another point. Okay. So this is translatory motion. Because it is not rotatory, it is a translatory motion. Because wheel moves without changing its orientation. So this is a translatory motion. So if you are saying wheel moves from this point to this point, so you can just move the body like this. You just move the body from this position to this position. Let it be translatory, and then rotate it. So it will be rotatory. So this is a combination of both translatory and rotatory. So rolling motion is actually a translatory and rotatory motion. So just draw a diagram. Please draw a diagram. मैंने जो बनाया है वो डायग्राम ड्रॉ करो. ये डायग्राम ड्रॉ करो. क्विक. रोलिंग मोशन मतलब रोल हो रहा है बॉडी. सो बॉडी जब रोल होता है ना, तो दैट इज अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ बोथ ट्रांसलेटरी एंड रोटेटरी मोशन. ओके, दैट इज अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ बोथ ट्रांसलेटरी एज वेल एज rotatory motion. Now is there any doubt now? Yes or no? Any doubt? You can just ask yes or no. Any doubt? You can ask. If you have any doubt, you can ask. I will clear your doubt. Movement of drill is a different type of motion actually. Of course, it is rotating and it is also translating. Of course, it is not a actually this is not a rolling motion actually. This is actually a, of course, this is rotatory with translatory, but not a rolling motion. रोलिंग मोशन में क्या होता है ना कि जिस डायरेक्शन में बॉडी रोटेट करता है उस डायरेक्शन में मूव होना चाहिए. ओके, ड्रिलिंग में क्या है कि रोटेट करते रहता है अपने एक्सिस पे एंड देन इट मूव्स इनटू द वुड. सो दिस इज एक्चुअली अ रोटेटरी प्लस ट्रांसलेटरी, नॉट अ रोलिंग मोशन. रोलिंग मोशन इज अ स्पेशल केस एक्चुअली. Drill, we will say drill is a rotatory motion only. Okay, drill only rotates and then penetrate into the wood. Okay, पहले ये डायग्राम बना लो, उसके बाद आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू डिफाइन द रोलिंग मोशन एक्चुअली. डायग्राम, then I will define the rolling motion. Okay, what is it out? Yes, Abhi moving is an example of random motion. So write down the rolling motion. Definition of rolling motion. Just draw the diagram. Okay. The motion in which define the rolling motion. The motion in which the motion in which a body undergoes the motion in which a body both undergoes translatory both translatory and rotatory motion undergoes both translatory and rotatory motion is called is called rolling motion is called the rolling motion. So a body is rolling down and it is moving ahead. जैसे एक कॉइन है, ठीक है ना, एक कॉइन को मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ कि कॉइन को मैं रोल करके जस्ट छोड़ दिया तो क्या होगा, it will roll and move. So coin is rolling and moving. So this is a example of rolling motion. Okay, coin is you can also say sorry. This is a cylinder. Sorry, अच्छा नहीं बना. Cylinder is moving on a surface. So it is also rotating and moving on a surface. This is also an example of rolling motion. Yes, one student told me the example of drill. So movement of drill is also an example of rolling motion. रोलिंग मोशन बिकॉज ड्रिलिंग क्या होता है कि मूव भी करता है ना, ड्रिल करते हुए, तो इट इज रोटेटिंग आल्सो एंड मूविंग आल्सो. सो दिस इज द ड्रिलिंग. ड्रिल इज रोलिंग मोशन. मूवमेंट ऑफ ड्रिल इज एग्जांपल ऑफ रोलिंग मोशन. यस, फुटबॉल को किक कर रहे हैं तो इट इज आल्सो रोटेटिंग एंड moving ahead, so it is also an example of rolling motion. Okay, now last last part. Last part, last definition. Multiple motion or mixed motion. Multiple motion or mixed motion. Last, multiple motion or mixed motion. Okay, now multiple motion or mixed motion, you can say multiple motion. Yes, earth is moving on its own axis and also moving, so it's an example of a rolling motion, you can say. But there is some difference. Earth axis is also moving. Earth axis is also moving. You say earth is inclined at 23.5 degree. You must have read this. But this is also changed. But this also changed. Okay. So earth is a mixed motion actually. Earth is an example of mixed motion. Axis also changes. Rotation of earth is also changes. Okay. And earth is also revolving around a sun. Earth is also revolving around the sun. So this is a mixed motion actually. Motion of earth around the sun is a mixed motion actually. Okay, so multiple motion, just write down the definition. Yes, riding a bicycle is an example of rolling motion. No, riding a bicycle is an example of mixed motion because you are just rolling the bicycle and also maintaining the balance, you just move the handle of the bicycle. So it is a balance, it is a example of mixed motion because wheel is rotating, actually wheel is rotating and moving forward, so the motion of wheel is actually a rolling motion. But when you balance this bicycle, your handle moves randomly, so that is an example of mixed motion actually. So motion of a bicycle is an example of mixed motion. No, motion of pendulum is an example of oscillation. Okay, so mixed motion में क्या लिखें? A moving object performs two or more types of motion. More types of motion is called the multiple motion. Multiple motion. Riding a bicycle. Riding a bicycle. Okay. Riding a bicycle. Example of multiple motion. Okay, now because wheel is performing the rolling motion and your handle is moving randomly. Okay, so because if you're riding a bicycle, you have to just balance the bicycle, so you adjust your handle in such a way that your bicycle move smoothly. So your wheel is moving, your wheel is performing a rolling motion, but you are just adjusting your handle, so you move your handle, so the handle is performing another type of motion. That's why the riding a bicycle is an example of mixed motion. Okay, now understood everyone? Any doubt here? Any doubt? Okay. Yes, bicycle pedal also perform a circular motion. Yes, uh, bicycle pedal is also performing a circular motion. Anything you want to ask? Anything? So I have to just start the next new topic, which is actually a scalar and vector quantity. Okay, a scalar and vector quantity. Yes, running is an example of multiple motion. Okay, so from next class I will start a scalar and vector. Can anyone define what is vector quantity? Anyone? What is vector quantity? Yes, Suvam.
Sir, in mixed motion, unlimited type of motions can be there.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
जितने भी definition है ना उसके उसके सिवा और जो भी होंगे ना, that will
Okay.
be a mixed motion.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Rolling is also a mixed motion. Rolling is also a special type of mixed motion because two motion is being performed simultaneously. One is rotating and rotational, and second one is translatory motion. So two motion is being performed by the rolling motion. So rolling motion is a special kind of multiple motion or mixed motion. Okay. So now Chirag, define what is vector quantity.
No, sir. I wanted to tell that every motion has to be a mixed motion because every motion has to be a motion of its own, and it can be periodic or non-periodic. So it will be mixed motion.
Every motion, how a periodic motion can be a mixed motion?
No,
Suppose I am just performing. Suppose I am just performing a oscillatory motion. A bob is just moving to and fro about a main point. How can it be a mixed motion?
because it is oscillatory motion as well as periodic motion. So it is mixed motion.
No, periodic motion. This periodic motion is not a type of motion actually. Rotatory motion and uh, translatory motion is a type of motion. Periodic motion is a type of oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion, of course, repeat its motion after a regular interval of time. But for definition, we define it. Okay. So
Okay.
if body is actually performing a two types of motion, then we say this is a mixed motion. Pendulum is only just moving here and there. Pendulum is performing actually a circular motion. Actually, if you see, pendulum is performing actually a circular motion, and that circular motion, but for a very small interval. Pendulum
Okay.
is performing a circular motion, but for a very limited interval.
Periodic motion.
Can you see me? Hello? Chirag? Hello, Chirag?
Yes, sir.
Yes, tell me.
No, sir. My doubt is clear.
Suppose pendulum is performing a oscillatory motion. Okay, pendulum is performing oscillatory motion. So it is a part of a circular motion actually. Okay, let me show you how. So suppose this is a okay. Wait. Suppose this is a pendulum and it is performing. It is moving like that. Okay, it is moving in this way. So this is a part of a circular motion. अगर इसको मैं ज़्यादा वेलोसिटी देता तो ये क्या होता है, एक सर्कुलर पाथ में मूव करता. ओके, लेकिन ये हो क्या रहा है, लिमिटेड इंटरवल है ना. अगर मैं लिमिटेड इंटरवल में मूव कर रहा हूँ, दैट इज अ ऑसिलेटरी मोशन.
Yes, sir.
अगर मैं इसको सर्कुलर मोशन को पूरा कंप्लीट भी कर दूं, अगर सपोज कि ऐसे मूव कर जाए, दिस इज आल्सो ऑसिलेटरी मोशन. क्यों? क्योंकि ये एक पर्टिकुलर इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम के बाद रिपीट करेगा. ओके,
Okay.
this is also oscillatory motion. In oscillatory motion, we define a simple oscillatory motion. Okay, there is a sub part also, so we need not to just go into that details. So we just define a oscillatory motion, a body perform to and fro motion about a mean position, then we just define it as a oscillatory motion. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so oscillatory motion is a type of circular motion actually.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
So every motion is a sub part of one motion and another motion. Okay, periodic motion can be a translatory motion. Okay, periodic motion can be a translatory motion. Periodic non-periodic motion can be a translatory motion, maybe circular motion, maybe rotatory motion, anything else. Okay, we just define the characteristics of that motion only. Okay, suppose a body is performing a rectilinear motion. If rectilinear motion is performed at regular interval, then we just call it as periodic motion. Okay, that is a sub part. We categorize the rectilinear motion in sub part actually. Okay, now any doubt, Chirag? Now any doubt here? Chirag understood. Now, yes, Subham Thakur, any doubt?
So, sir, you asked now that meaning of vector quantity.
Yes, what is the meaning of vector quantity?
Sir, vector quantity is a quantity which has magnitude and direction.
Okay, good. Correct.
Sir,
Okay. What is the weight? Weight is a vector or a scalar? Weight of a body is a vector or a scalar? Anyone? कोई बता सकता है? Anyone?
sir,
Okay, you are just searching.
sir,
Yes.
sir, weight is a scalar quantity.
Okay. Chirag, what is weight?
It's a scalar quantity.
Okay. Parush.
So it is a scalar quantity because it only needs a number or amount.
Okay. Okay. Aryan, Nimkar. Aryan. Aryan.
Yes, sir, it is a scalar quantity.
Good. So weight is a
It needs
Weight
no
is a-
direction.
weight is a vector quantity. Okay.
there is some difference. You are just thinking weight is equal to 5 kg, na? Everyone is thinking weight is equal to 5 kg, na? Yes or no? Tell me. You are thinking weight is equal to 5 kg, weight is equal to 10 kg, weight is equal to 11 kg, 15 kg. No. Weight is a vector quantity. Weight is a vector quantity. Weight is a force. Weight is not a mass. Okay, I will explain everything. Don't worry. Okay, tell me. Oh, yes, due to the gravitational force. So now again, I am just asking one general question. Tell me, everyone. Volume is a scalar or vector? Volume is a scalar or vector? Volume is a scalar or vector? Tell me. Just you can just write a message. I can see. A scalar, good. Just write a message. Everyone, please. A scalar, good. A scalar, okay. Okay, Chita. Scalar, okay, Kanika. Okay. Now tell me. Yes, okay, a scalar, Khyati. Barush. Volume is a scalar or vector? Okay. चलो एक और क्वेश्चन. No, Boros. Volume is a scalar quantity. Volume is a scalar quantity. Volume is a scalar quantity. I will explain it. Don't worry. I'm just asking the general question. I will explain the scalar. What is a scalar? What is vector? In next class, actually. So tell me, general question. Next general question. What is vector? So, oh, sorry. Area is vector or a scalar? Area is vector or a scalar? Area is vector or a scalar? Area is vector quantity. Area is vector quantity. But in your book, area is classified as a scalar quantity. Okay, but area is a vector quantity. Okay, volume is a scalar quantity. Mass is a scalar quantity. Density is a scalar quantity. What is the meaning of a scalar? What is the meaning of vector? How we add a scalar? How we add vector? What is the meaning of vector? What is the meaning of a scalar? I will explain everything in next lecture. Okay, I will explain it in next lecture. Okay, now. So I'm just giving you one assignment. Just go through the internet and found and search area is a scalar or vector. Okay, just search area is a scalar or vector. Okay, now. So just read your module. I will explain a scalar and vector. So be attentive in class. So from next class, it will be a conceptual class. So till today, it was just a definition class. Okay. So from next class, we will learn vector. What is vector? What is a scalar? What is distance? What is displacement? What is the speed? What is velocity? What is the difference between the speed and velocity? What is the difference between the distance and displacement? How distance and displacement is calculated? Okay, everything. Okay, no? So please don't miss the next lecture.